An upper middle bogan. That's not really a term that you hear in America too often.
Bogan?
Yeah.
No, it's not sort of untranslatable here. I mean, is it white trash? Is it redneck? It's neither, because bogan is a term of endearment as well. Don't quite have that here. I don't think so.
Not really. Like there are people that call themselves rednecks, and then there's like rich rednecks, like Jeff Foxworthy and all that. It's kind of the closest thing to an American bogan that we've got.
Yeah. No, I think bogan is uniquely Australian. Yeah. It's taking the piss, but it's also quite affectionate.
I have a lot of friends from Australia. In LA, like it happens. You guys are everywhere. And my like Sydney and Melbourne friends make fun of my Perth friend because they call her a bit of a cashed up bogan.
Yeah. There's nothing more important than being able to make fun of your neighbours. So, as long as there's someone living next door, we'll make fun of them. I think that's a universal human truth.
And speaking of neighbours, did you work on Neighbours or Home and Away? Every Aussie seems to have done one of the shows.
Yeah, I was on Home and Away.
He was too.
Of course he was. Look at that kid.
There's only been one neighbour today. Everyone else has been Home and Away.
Really? I don't think people are being entirely honest. I think there's more neighbours here. I think as
they're willing to
goes on, it'll become clear who the neighbours are. Maybe we'll have like a sort of a dance-off or something. Team Home and Away, Team Neighbours.
It'd be like the Sharks versus the Jets and...
Very much so. Everyone stripped to the waist, obviously.
And then Holden or Ford?
Holden. Yeah.
He's Ford, but he's a kid. What do you expect?
Okay.
And then Aussie rules or rugby?
It's rugby league for me. Yeah. I grew up in Canberra, and that was when I grew up. It was league. So go the Raiders. They came very close this season. God, it was heartbreaking.
So how long have you been in LA?
I've been living here since January this year, but I'm back and forth. I've never really taken my foot out of the Australian camp, and I never will, because that's home. That's where I love to work. But it's nice to be playing both ends. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been asking all the Aussies, how have they found the other Aussies in LA? Like, all the Aussies I know have actually all met because they lived in the same apartment complex over next to the Grove, the Palazzo.
Yeah. How do you find Aussies in LA? West Hollywood, presumably. That's how you find them. Yeah.
And then, so what else do you have going on aside from your two that they've got on the thing? No Activity and Upper Middle Bogan, or is that the same thing?
Well, here it's I'm writing as well, and so, there's so much potential here, but nothing actually happens until it happens. I've done a couple of guest spots on a couple of shows, and New Girl and Life in Pieces, and filmed a couple of pilots, but yet to hook into something that, with longevity, but it's just around the corner, isn't it? Yeah.
And then American accents. How do you go about doing it with an Australian accent? Like, there's a lot of... when I was in theatre school, they were saying the way you do an Australian accent is you don't move your mouth when you talk, which now that I know a lot of Aussies, that's complete malarkey. Like, Aussies are rather animated when they speak. But how is it being an Australian to try to do an American accent?
Here's a tip. If you get an American to say, raise up lights, it'll sound like you're saying razor blades in Australian. Give it a go.
Raise up lights? Razor blades?
Yeah. Razor blades. But for an American accent, I can switch back and forth pretty easily. So, for instance, I'm doing a ner, just kind of honing in on it. I think this is pretty close to American. I'm pretty confident.
Kind of little Texasy.
It's almost too American, is what I hear a lot. A lot of auditions. I don't get a lot of callbacks, but I'm getting a lot of good feedback. Yeah.
Nice. Nice to talk to you.
No worries.